What's up, people? It's your girl, Adeola. Nigerians, my blood is boiling. My blood is boiling. How is it that we have elderly people in positions of authority, but they don't act elderly? You are not taking care of people, but you want to keep milking the same people. Do you want to kill the camel? Put up my father, Daddy, you know, do well. Mr. Olufemi Fakeye and Daddy, a member of the House of Representatives who wants the federal government to task self-employed Nigerians because, according to him, they make a lot of money. You guys are making too much money. We're talking about taxi drivers, market women, carpenters, tailors, and everybody that is self-employed in Nigeria. But my father, who told you that these people are not paying taxes? Who told you they are not already paying taxes? Haba, all these taxi drivers, do you know the kind of pepe that LASMA is showing them on a daily basis? They pay all these traffic management authorities, they pay the Ministry of Works and Transportation, all these things. Are they not taxes? I don't understand. Even the market women, you cannot just go and start selling at the market. Do you know that they also pay taxes? Where is the money going to? Even bus drivers, they have to pay before they can load their buses at the garage. No, so I've seen this with my korokoro eyes, but according to you, Daddy, you say they make a lot of money, so you want them to pay even more in taxes or what? How about, Daddy? Let us be having the fear of God. If anybody is making a lot of money in Nigeria, it is our politicians. Why don't we start by reducing all these ridiculous allowances that they are getting? In fact, if we are really trying to generate money and we want to be honest with ourselves in Nigeria, the Nigerian government is too big. It's too big. We have so many ministries that are not functioning, yet the people working there are getting paid every single month. Huge amount of money. We have like 24 different ministries in Nigeria, including the Ministry of Energy that is supposed to promote sustainable energy in Nigeria. They've been in existence now since like 1979. Do you even think that we are close to promoting sustainable energy in Nigeria? I'm just asking. And all these people are getting paid every single month. We have the Ministry of Science and Technology in Nigeria that is supposed to lead the cause of scientific and technological development in Nigeria. But my father and my God, as a nation, we're not even thinking about science and technology at all. We just want God to come and fix all our problems. It's like we don't believe in science. We're not thinking of how we can use science to solve some problems. It's usually individuals, young people that are having scientific breakthroughs in Nigeria. And then I was trying to look for what they've invented, like the things that they're doing. I did not see any on their website. Maybe I didn't look very well, but maybe you guys can look and, let us know in the comment section. I'm not saying they're not doing anything before I get an email, but we don't know what they are doing. Since 1999. We're talking about the people in charge of our science and technology. Common website, it was taking forever to load. And besides the ministries that we have all these federal agencies that some of them are not doing anything. But do you know that we have 155 federal agencies in Nigeria? Now, some of them are working, don't get me wrong, but some of them are not doing the amount of work that they should be doing to be getting the kind of money that they are getting. Look at our Raw Materials Research and Development Council. They came up with how to mass produce kilishi after 30 years of research. 30 years, and they get paid every month. Do you know that we have a National Space Research and Development Agency in Nigeria? Yes, you heard me right. Space research. Space as in space. First of all, I went on their website. I was not wowed. I'm sorry to say. The pages were taking forever just to load. The common website, it was taking forever to load. Nigerians are wondering, for example, when we'll get to the moon, which is why this video went viral, because it was making fun of the Nigerian Space Agency, saying that this is the first Nigerian astronaut to go to the moon. That is no space, because you could see the keke na pep, driving behind the man. Some people said it is keke Elijah. I said keke Elijah, keke Mose. But on a serious note, that video was actually shot in India. Let's show them the full video. Once again, I'm not here to make fun of Nigeria or anything. I'm just trying to say that as a country, that we're wasting a lot of money by paying government agencies and ministries that are not productive. Look at an NPC, for example, in Warri, Port Harcourt, and Kaduna, operating at a deficit of billions of naira every year. And yet we keep paying the people that are working there. Not to talk about our lawmakers who have endless number of aides, all of them getting paid. To me, it's not the farmers or the taxi drivers that need to pay more in taxes. They are already overtaxed as far as I'm concerned. I think it is is the size of government that should be reduced, as well as the salary and allowances of our politicians. Amen, somebody. But again, what do I know? You guys not know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Now, speaking of paying taxes, we've all seen the story about the Pandora papers, the most expansive leak of tax haven files in history, exposing more than 300 politicians and public figures from more than 90 countries. About 600 journalists, lawyers, and accountants around the world worked on this investigative report, compiling about 12 million confidential files that exposed corrupt presidents, prime ministers, royals, elected officials, and apparently pastors. Amen, amen. These people stashed assets in a covert financial system with the help of private firms who established companies in secrecy jurisdictions. So many African politicians were listed in this report, by the way, including the president of Gabon, Ali Bongo. You guys know him. Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta. I was like, what? My father. Congo's President Denis Nguesso. The Prime Minister of Cote d'Ivoire, Ugandan Security Minister, former Prime Minister of Mozambique, just to name a few people in Africa. And then in Nigeria, you have people like the governor of Kebbi State, Atiku Bagudu, as well as his brother, Ibrahim Bagudu. Former Minister Peter Obi, the man that was running for vice president that time, and the man was talking about how he was wearing the same wristwatch, how he cut down when he was in office, this, that, how he saved money when he was in office. He was doing mouth. Ashe, the man stashed assets offshore. The devil is a liar. They also listed former Minister Stella Odua. That one I'm not surprised. Governor Adeola of Osun State, just to name a few people. And then they are yet to reveal other names. They said including an unnamed former police chief in Nigeria, as well as an unnamed head of state in Nigeria. So we are still waiting. They are still revealing all these names. Now, normally Nigerians will just condemn all these people. Remember Panama Papers? In fact, I saw one video that time. There was this small girl like that was talking about the whole Panama paper thing. For those that don't speak Yoruba, I apologize in advance. But I remember coming across that video of that girl talking about Panama Papers.
Binti we buy ni brasa kan sure lo nwaju tin sure o siri ni isin sure lo mo ni brasa ka e ti e beru Ọlọ́run mo le fi la ka ye yin si te wan sure lo o ti e bere ki mo fe wi ko bere ki mo fe isin sure lo yin ti mo se fe wi oju pe to bo ni o se gbon pa panamo ngba won ni àwọn olórí wa nsin pe panamo na to fi fowo pamo so mo pa panamo.
Thank you very much, whoever you are. So like I said, normally Nigerians will just condemn these people who are bowo pamo. Keeping money offshore, But because a particular man of God is on the list this time around, in person of Bishop David Oyedepo, some followers of the man of God are a little bit confused. They are just confused. And they keep saying things like, what exactly did he do wrong? And I'm like, huh? You guys know me. I don't talk. I'm a very gentle somebody. And when it involves men of God, I don't touch anointed at all. You guys are my witness. But when I posted the story on my Instagram page, for example, I noticed some people just don't know what makes this wrong. And I thought the least I could do is explain, you know? So once again, we are not touching the anointed. We cannot even touch the anointed. We're just explaining what the anointed did. I'm actually not going to tell you whether what he did was right or wrong. I'm just going to explain to you what happened, and then you can decide whether what he did was right or wrong. Although if you've been following me, you know that every child of God is anointed. Amen, somebody. So this is coming from an anointed to you anointed people. Offshore company usage by itself is not illegal. So many people put their retirement money into foreign bank accounts because they gather more interest and they are more secured, and so it's easier to keep track of. This is completely legal. So long as you declare the money as income. It's not like you are hiding it and you are paying your taxes. That is not illegal, okay? But that is not what is happening with this Pandora Papers leak, okay? Those people that are listed in the papers utilized several dozen offshore companies in order to constantly move money around and avoid taxes while they continue gathering interest, and more importantly, these people are keeping the money off official records. So it's not on record that they own this money. Oh, by the way, doing something like this is what allows a lot of wealthy people to invest millions upon millions of dollars in various stock markets without accruing taxes that they would have normally had to pay. In other words, they were hiding the source and the owner of the money so that they would not be traced to the money. This is what Abacha did with our money, which is why we keep recovering all kinds of Abacha loot. You guys remember? Now to Bishop Oyedepo. Thank you very much. The man is wealthier than most people think. His net worth is $200 million. That would be like 82 billion naira. And I'm not talking about the net worth of his church. I'm talking about him as a person. Besides the churches all over the world that he owns, the man of God has a chain of businesses. The problem is so many people, or at least let me say many of his members, think that the church is the one that owns the businesses. But these businesses are privately owned by the man of God, his wife, and his children. Maybe that is one of the reasons that he's storing his wealth offshore so that no church member could lay claims. I don't know, that's just a guess. But he has a printing press, Dominion Publishing House, printing millions of books every year. He writes books himself. They are usually bestsellers. The church members are always encouraged to buy his books, and then his wife's books as well. He owns several schools in Nigeria, including secondary schools that are scattered in different states of Nigeria. They call them Faith Academy, with each student paying about 250,000 naira upward. He owns Covenant University. The tuition starts from 817,000 naira per student per year. He also owns Landmark University in Umaran. The tuition starts from 600,000 naira per student per year. And on his 60th birthday some years ago, he said that day that God had told him that he will be building 7 different universities, including one in Ghana, one in Kenya, and one in South Africa, as well as more universities in Nigeria. So he's just getting started. Again, some people think that the church owns the schools, especially Covenant University, the first one, because they contributed money at that time. A lot of church members testified that they were raising money in church for this school. But the man of God in 2012 said that nobody gave him anything to start the universities. He said Covenant University was built within 7 months without any collection of any 1 naira tithe or offerings or donation of any kind from anybody. So while some church members may be saying we own the school, the man of God has made it known that there's no we here, there's an I. Father, I own the schools. It doesn't matter whether you contributed money or not. Nobody gave me anything. So anyway, the man of God has already said this publicly in 2012, just so that there will be no misunderstanding that there's no we in this equation. He also owns petrol station, bakery, pure water factory, supermarket, bookshop, and a huge real estate company, and so on and so forth. He also has an airline, by the way, unofficially, Dominion Air, and you can find several articles about Dominion Air online. By the way, when Sahara reporters reported about this, they said that it's because it was hard for him to maintain 4 private jets, since he can only fly 1 at a time and he had to constantly pay for maintenance, that he was now forced to commercialize his planes. So other rich people like himself can now rent his planes. Anyways, these are some of the many ways that the man of God makes his money. So he's wealthy. I'm just not sure why he would get involved in something like this, especially not wanting to be traced to the money and not declaring it as income. Once again, maybe he just doesn't want any church member laying claims on his money. I don't know. Because it's like he stored up his own treasures offshore, just like, you know how pastors will tell members to store their treasures in heaven. He's storing his own treasures at the place where he cannot be traced to the money, or his children, and his children cannot be traced to the money as well, even though their names are on it. Now, the problem is, this is illegal, because this means that you would constantly accrue wealth, but you never claim the money as income, despite it being your money. And I mean, so think of it like this. You make money, you deposit it into a bank account. Eventually, once a year, taxes would have to come out of that money in order to contribute to the infrastructure of your country, but you are not doing that. These wealthy people, they deposited it into several dozen banks that do not technically exist. So it's like this money doesn't exist, and then they constantly move the money around so that no one can track it. Amen, somebody. Hopefully you get it now. I see people in the comment section crucifying other people that were on the list, while at the same time defending Pastor Oyedepo. Claiming that, oh, he did nothing wrong. Everyone has offshore bank accounts. I'm like, no, my people, no, that is not the issue here. And I also see some people saying things like, at least it's his money. He did not steal the money. Actually, Actually, a church, a ministry, or a pastor, or let's say a non-profit organization can own several different affiliate businesses and claim them as tax exempt, so long as these businesses are set up in order to fund the charity, so long as the parent company is a non-profit. But the problem is a lot of pastors and non-profits have abused this, and they've used it to amass wealth for themselves instead of using the business as a source of income to help their charity work that they are doing. Hopefully that makes sense to somebody. So the money that the man of God has could actually solve most of Africa's poverty problems. Okay, let me not say Africa, Nigeria's poverty problem. I'm not saying that he should be dashing out his money. I'm just saying that instead of telling members to pray about some things or pray about everything, he as a person can actually solve a lot of problems with the kind of wealth that he has built for himself. But because he took part in these tax haven practices, the money would not be taxed or even traced to him at all, if not for this investigation. So like I said at the beginning, I'm not going to tell you that what he did was right or wrong. Actually, it now depends on you as a person. By your own moral standard, should a Christian be part of such? You know, lastly, let me use this opportunity to remind you guys that if you want to build wealth, if you want to have money, it is not by paying tithe and offering. It's not just by paying tithe and offering, because I've talked about this in the past. You have to invest. I mean, the man of God is investing left and right, all kinds of businesses, you know, and all those avenues are constantly making him money. He has a lot of avenues that are making him money every single day and every single month. And that's why I brought a number of investment gurus on the show some months ago, just to enlighten people about stocks, about real estate, about cryptocurrencies, about shares. You have to know how to save in order to invest. You have to know how money works. You have to know how you can make your money work for you. Please, if anybody tells you that you have to bring your salary to church before you can make money, before God will bless you, that is not true. Most of the richest people in the world don't even pay tithe and offering. Many of them don't even believe in God. If nothing else, learn from how the man of God is investing left and right. Have some kind of land in your name or business in your name as well. Anyway, you guys know I don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Now, speaking of investment, you guys know that after I brought all those people to talk on the show, I told you guys about so many investment opportunities, and I'm so happy that those who invested with Grace Ofure, for example, that your investment keeps going up. Congratulations to those who bought the Lekki land that time. I know that those who paid like 5 million, their land is now like 11 million or something, more than double. So congratulations to all those people, and huge congratulations also to everyone who bought the Haven Estate. That's the one that I've been advertising for like 2 months now. I'm so excited to tell you guys that if you had bought that land at that time, Madam Grace would want me to let you know that you've already made over 30% return on investment in less than 40 days. And a lot of people are still buying into it, by the way. And the way this happened, if you remember, is that she sold the land to you guys before she went public. And I remember I came on the show and I told you, buy this right now because she's about to go public. People will be able to buy from left and right. And so 40 days after, your land has increased by 30%. Huge congratulations to you guys. Now, if you're yet to buy, you can still buy because the price will only keep going up. This is the current price. If you're still interested in buying the Haven Estate. Also, for those who have been asking about the Spring Island, the waterfront property, it's opened again. It's back on sale. We're talking about the neighborhoods of like Lakwe Lakes, Lakwe Golf Court, Omo Resort, Green Spring, British School, and so on and so forth. You don't even need to build or live there. You can just buy and hold for like a year and resell. Any waterfront property in Lagos is great for investment. So I had to beg Auntie Grace to please reopen it. So the prices are on the screen. If you're still interested, the price will only keep going up. She could actually hold on to this and then resell after a year. And guess what? People will buy it from her and she will make a lot more money. But I had to beg her to please reopen it so that more people can buy. So if you're interested in the waterfront property, make sure that you contact Auntie Grace. In any case, congratulations once again to those who are investing. I'm so excited and I'm so proud of all of you guys. You guys not doing much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Alright, y'all, it's been real and I'm keeping it right up in here. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, I'm watching you on Plasma TV. Press the subscribe button and the bell button. Until next time, I'm gonna see you all later. Peace out.